I mean, the problem is that people talk about mega-doom from climate change in a cold, clinical way without any real emotion, like the deaths of billions don't seem to matter. I mean, you must have heard those people who say that, you know, mankind is just a pestilence on the planet. The planet would be better off without humanity. But have you noticed that those people rarely take that thought to its logical conclusion and walk away and shoot themselves? I mean, it's a way of talking that makes the horrific impacts of climate change remote, unreal, unserious. Meanwhile, we're afflicted by individual personal tragedies all the time in the media. I mean, Princess Di, the McCann saga, both terrible personal tragedies. But there's nothing we can do about them, and they don't need to dominate society's agenda day after bloody day. It was Stalin, I think, who said that it's only individual tragedy that matters. The deaths of nameless millions means nothing. But then he would, wouldn't he? He was one of the greatest mass murderers of all time, behind the Ukrainian famines, amongst other things. A decent society has to respect boring principles like the greatest good for the greatest number and retain a sense of proportion. A society without a sense of proportion is a bullshit society. And you might have noticed that there's plenty of bullshit about climate change these days, now that it's finally landed on the agenda. At the Live concert, we were leafleting there. There was this leaflet being handed out. It had a picture of icebergs. It said, "Stop global warming" on it. We were trying to hand out the leaflets for the march here, and people said, "It's okay, we've already got the leaflet." But that leaflet, would you believe it, was actually trying to sell bottled water. Some kind of especially green bottled water. So the message was, "Stop global warming, buy bottled water." I mean, the irony is just too heavy. So, you may have noticed, climate change has become a marketing opportunity. And of course, it's also used to sell politics. You'll have noticed how the political parties are competing each other now to look greener than the others. But it's more a case of climate change used to sell politics, or politicians, than it is the political process, used to genuinely fight climate change. A subtle difference perhaps, but you might see what I mean if we look at what the party in government is not doing about climate change. It's not making climate change the ultimate overriding policy goal. It's not making climate change, the struggle to avert the greatest tragedy ever in human history, the policy priority across all departments. Gordon Brown is not sitting down and making a solemn special broadcast. The government is building new airports and telling us not to boil too much water in our kettles. People blaming the politicians, the media. I wanted to have a rant about the media, but I haven't got time. We should be targeting the people, blaming and targeting the people with power. The power to do something quickly, the power to do very big things quickly. It's our only chance. It's our best and only chance of avoiding or minimising, and the word is probably catastrophe, but I use that too much, so I'll use William Bennett's words instead: unutterable anguish and sorrow. Thanks.